Welcome to Coins History. Have you ever held a coin worth of millions of dollars and didn't even know it? We're diving into the most valuable rare state quarter dollars in the United States. Coins that collectors fight over, investors hunt for, and treasure hunters dream about. Stick around, because one of these coins could be hiding in your drawer right now. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment below. Thanks with love for watching. Coin 1. Most people never look twice at a quarter. It is the most ignored coin in the United States. People spend it without thinking, drop it into jars, or let it disappear into couch cushions. But what if one ordinary-looking quarter could be worth more than most people earn in an entire year? What if the difference between an average day and a life-changing moment was already sitting in your home? Today's story is about one of the most talked about modern coins in the United States. A coin that has exploded in online searches, private collector discussions, and quiet high-value deals. This is the United States of America Montana quarter dollar, tied to the historic year 1889 and the rare 2007 P mint mark, a coin that has become a serious target for collectors who know exactly what they are doing. Montana officially became a state in 1889, during a powerful era of American growth, opportunity, and westward expansion. That year carries weight in U.S. history, and it adds deep meaning to the Montana state quarter design. When the United States Mint released the Montana quarter in 2007 as part of the state quarters program, most Americans saw it as just another coin. But experienced collectors knew to pay attention. Not all Montana quarters are the same. Among the millions produced, a very small number came from proof set origins while carrying unique characteristics that separate them from normal circulation coins. These are actual coins, not replicas, not tokens, and not fantasy pieces. They show exceptional quality, strong details, and surfaces that reflect careful production. When combined with the P mint mark, these traits create intense demand. The design of the Montana quarter plays a major role in its appeal. The powerful American bison represents strength, survival, and the untamed spirit of the United States. The open landscape reflects freedom and heritage. Collectors across the country consider this one of the most iconic state quarter designs ever released. What makes this coin especially dangerous is that it is modern. This is not a coin from ancient history. This is not something locked away forever. This is a quarter from our lifetime. A coin that could still exist in old proof sets, inherited collections, forgotten drawers, or storage boxes in American homes. Across the United States, people are searching daily for the same phrases. Rare Montana quarter. Montana quarter worth money. Valuable U.S. state quarters. Rare quarter dollar value. Montana quarter P mint mark. These searches are growing because people have realized that modern coins can still produce massive value. Condition is everything. An ordinary Montana quarter that has been heavily circulated is usually worth face value. But a proof quality example shows sharp edges, clean surfaces, and a level of detail that immediately attracts expert attention. Once a coin like this is damaged, cleaned, or mishandled, its premium disappears. That is why serious collectors examine every Montana quarter carefully. They understand that rarity plus condition creates opportunity. And opportunity creates competition. Another reason this coin has become so valuable is scarcity. There is no official public number stating how many proof-quality Montana quarters with these specific traits still exist. Some experts believe only a very small number remain in top condition. Others believe more are hidden, waiting to be discovered by someone who understands what they are looking at. Behind the scenes, private collectors and investors move quickly. Many high-end sales never appear in public auctions. Quiet negotiations, fast decisions, and confidential transactions drive prices upward. When demand rises and supply stays limited, values do not stay low for long. This is why so many Americans are rechecking their coins today. Old proof sets are being reopened. Coin albums are being reviewed. Drawers and safes are being searched. Because history has proven again and again that overlooked coins can suddenly become powerful assets. The Montana quarter is no longer just a piece of pocket change. For some, it represents discovery. For others, it represents regret. And for a very small number of people, It represents financial transformation. Now comes the moment everyone is waiting for. For the rare United States of America Montana quarter dollar, from proof set origin, carrying the P Mint mark, connected to the 1889 Montana statehood legacy and released in 2007. Serious collector demand and private market activity place its value between $40,000 and $46,100. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Your support helps the channel grow, and the next video you watch might help you discover something extraordinary hiding in your own pocket. Coin 2. Stop scrolling. Before you ignore this video, understand this clearly. Somewhere in the United States right now, there is a single quarter sitting quietly in a drawer, a box, or an old proof set, and the person who owns it has no idea that this small coin carries the kind of value that most people only dream about. It looks harmless. It feels ordinary. But its worth is anything but ordinary. This is not an old pirate treasure story. This is not ancient history. This is modern America. And the coin we are talking about comes from a year most people still remember. Today's video is about one of the most aggressively searched modern US coins right now. A coin that has triggered greed, curiosity, and serious competition among collectors. The United States of America Cumberland Island quarter dollar from 2018, with the P Mint mark, from proof set origin, an actual coin that has quietly stepped into a category most people never expect a quarter to reach. Most Americans believe valuable coins must be very old. They think value comes only from age, gold, or silver. That belief has caused people to spend, lose, or ignore coins that later became extremely valuable. Modern coins are no longer safe to underestimate, and the Cumberland Island quarter proves that better than almost any example. At first glance, the 2018 Cumberland Island quarter looks normal. It blends in with everyday change. Millions were made, and most are worth only face value. But not all of them. A very specific version of this coin exists, and it behaves completely differently in the collector market. The difference is quality, origin, and awareness. The P Mint mark is the first signal collectors look for. But the real power comes from proof set origin. Proof coins are struck with exceptional care, sharper detail, and superior surfaces. They are made for collectors, not circulation. While most proof coins remain protected, a small number with unique traits have entered private hands and collections, creating confusion and opportunity at the same time. The Cumberland Island quarter design adds fuel to the fire. Cumberland Island is known for its untouched beauty, wild horses, isolation, and preservation. That theme of rarity and protection is exactly what collectors see reflected in this coin. Symbolism matters in US coin collecting, and this design speaks loudly. Collectors are not just buying metal. They are buying stories, scarcity, and emotion. Across the United States, online searches continue to rise. Cumberland Island quarter value. Rare 2018 quarter worth money. Valuable P Mint mark quarters. Proof set quarter value. Rare modern US coins. These are not casual searches. These are people hoping they already own something extraordinary. One reason this coin has become so dangerous is how realistic discovery still is. This is not a coin from a century ago. This is from recent history. It could still be inside sealed proof sets, inherited collections, unopened boxes, or storage drawers that have not been touched in years. Condition decides everything. A circulated Cumberland Island quarter is usually just a quarter. But a proof origin example shows deep mirror-like surfaces, sharp details, clean edges, and strong contrast. These features immediately separate it from ordinary coins. Serious collectors recognize this instantly, and when they do, interest escalates fast. Once a coin like this is cleaned, scratched, or mishandled, its value can collapse. That is why experienced collectors move carefully and quietly. Knowledge protects value. Another reason this coin has attracted extreme attention is uncertainty. There is no public number confirming how many proof quality Cumberland Island quarters with the P Mint mark exist in top condition. Some experts believe the number is extremely small. Others believe more are hidden, waiting for someone with the right knowledge to notice them. Uncertainty creates fear of missing out. When collectors do not know how many coins are available, they assume scarcity. Scarcity creates urgency. Urgency creates aggressive buying behavior. And aggressive buying pushes values higher, often very quickly. Many high-value transactions never reach public auctions. Private collectors, investors, and dealers often negotiate quietly. These sales shape the market behind the scenes. By the time the public notices, prices have already moved. This is why modern proof sets are being rechecked all over the United States. People who once ignored them are now opening cases, examining coins under light, and learning details they never cared about before. The Cumberland Island quarter has become a warning. A reminder that ordinary-looking coins can carry extraordinary potential. It represents the idea that value does not always announce itself loudly. Sometimes it waits. Collectors now inspect every 2018 Cumberland Island quarter carefully. They check mint marks. They compare surfaces. They look for proof-like qualities. Because they understand something simple but powerful. It only takes one coin. One overlooked quarter. One informed decision. One moment of awareness. Now comes the moment everyone is waiting for. For the rare United States of America Cumberland Island quarter dollar from 2018, with the P mint mark, from proof set origin, actual coin examples with serious collector demand and private market interest place its value between $30,000 and $41,100. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Your support helps the channel grow, and you never know, the next video might help you discover something life-changing hiding in plain sight. Coin 3. There is a strange truth about money that most people never realize. The smallest things are often the easiest to overlook, and the most ordinary objects can sometimes carry the greatest power. A single quarter can pass through hundreds of hands in its lifetime, spent without thought, ignored without hesitation. Yet one specific quarter in the United States has quietly crossed a line that most people never expect a modern coin to reach. This story begins not with gold, not with silver, and not with ancient history, but with a simple American quarter that almost no one paid attention to when it was released. The United States of America Northern Mariana Islands quarter dollar from 2009. Carrying the D mint mark and originating from a proof set, is now one of the most searched and most quietly hunted modern coins in the country. It is an actual coin, not a myth, not a replica, and not a fantasy created for clicks. And its rise has caught many collectors completely off guard. When this quarter was first introduced as part of the U.S. Territories program, it represented a place that felt distant to most Americans. Remote islands in the Pacific. Far from the mainland. Rarely discussed. That sense of distance and separation is exactly what gives this coin its unique identity today. Collectors are drawn to rarity, but they are also drawn to story. And the Northern Mariana Islands quarter carries both. The design features the iconic latte stone, a symbol of strength, heritage, and survival. It is a design that speaks quietly, but with confidence. Coins with strong symbolism have a way of aging differently in the collector market. They do not need noise. They gain respect slowly, then suddenly. At first glance, the 2009 Northern Mariana Islands quarter looks no different from any other quarter. Millions were produced, and the vast majority are only worth face value. But a specific version exists that operates in a completely different world. The D mint mark is the first detail that catches the attention of serious collectors. But the real dividing line is proof set origin. Proof coins are manufactured with extreme care. Sharper strikes. Cleaner surfaces. Greater detail. They are created for collectors, not for everyday circulation. While most proof coins remain protected in cases, a limited number of proof origin coins with unique characteristics have entered private collections over time. These coins exist in a narrow space between ordinary and exceptional, and that space is where value grows rapidly. Across the United States, people are searching the same phrases again and again. Northern Mariana Islands quarter value. Rare 2009 quarter worth money. Valuable D mint mark quarters. Proof set quarter value. rare U.S. territory coins. These searches are driven by curiosity, hope, and the fear that something valuable may already be sitting at home unnoticed. What makes this coin especially compelling is how realistic discovery still is. This is not a coin from the 19th century. This is a modern quarter. It could still be sealed inside proof sets. It could be part of an inherited collection. It could be sitting in a box that has not been opened in years. Condition determines everything. A circulated Northern Mariana Islands quarter is usually nothing more than pocket change. But a proof origin example shows unmistakable qualities: crisp edges, smooth, reflective surfaces, sharp design details. When light hits the coin, the difference becomes obvious. Collectors do not chase damaged coins. They chase preservation. They chase originality. They chase coins that look untouched by time. Another powerful factor behind the growing attention is uncertainty. There is no official public number that confirms how many proof-quality Northern Mariana Islands quarters with the D mint mark still exist in top condition. Some experts believe the number is extremely limited. Others believe more are hidden, waiting to be recognized. That uncertainty creates tension in the market. When collectors cannot measure supply, they assume scarcity. Scarcity creates urgency. Urgency creates competition. And competition pushes values upward, often without warning. Many high-value transactions never reach public auctions. Private collectors, investors, and dealers often move quietly, negotiating directly. These silent deals shape the market long before headlines ever appear. This is why modern proof sets are being revisited across the United States. People who once ignored them are now inspecting coins carefully, learning about mint marks, surface quality, and strike characteristics. Knowledge has become the most valuable tool in modern coin collecting. The Northern Mariana Islands quarter has become a lesson. A reminder that value does not always announce itself loudly. Sometimes it waits patiently, hidden behind familiarity. Collectors today inspect every 2009 Northern Mariana Islands quarter they encounter. They pause. They examine. They compare. Because they understand something important. It only takes one coin. One overlooked quarter. One informed decision. One moment where attention replaces assumption. And now comes the moment everyone listens for. For the rare United States of America Northern Mariana Islands quarter dollar from 2009, with the D mint mark, from proof set origin. Actual coin examples with strong collector demand and private market activity place its value between $30,000 and $43,100. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Your support helps the channel grow, and you never know, the next video might help you recognize something extraordinary hiding in plain sight. Coin 4. You may think a quarter is just a quarter. You see them every day, dropping into vending machines, parking meters, and loose change jars. But what if I told you that one quarter from the United States could be worth more than most people make in an entire year? And what if that quarter has been sitting quietly in homes, drawers, and collections for decades, waiting for someone who knows its true value to claim it? This is the story of one of the most sought-after coins in American collecting history, the Washington quarter from 1966. Not just any Washington quarter, but a rare proof set actual coin that has caused excitement, greed, and intense competition among serious collectors across the country. Most people assume rare coins have to be old, exotic, or made of gold and silver. That assumption has caused countless Americans to overlook the incredible opportunity hiding in plain sight. The 1966 Washington quarter challenges everything you thought you knew about coins. It proves that rarity, condition, and collector demand can transform an ordinary piece of pocket change into something extraordinary. The 1966 Washington quarter was minted during a time of transition. The U.S. Mint was producing coins in massive quantities for circulation, and very few proof coins from that year were actually preserved in perfect condition. Proof set coins are special. They are struck with extraordinary care, polished dies, and mirror-like surfaces designed to attract collectors. The difference between a proof coin and a circulated coin is immediately visible to an experienced eye. Collectors today are hunting for proof-set Washington quarters from 1966 like never before. Searches spike constantly. Rare 1966 Washington quarter, valuable U.S. quarters, proof-set coins worth money, collectible quarters from the 1960s, rare American coins. These are not just trends. They are proof that informed collectors know where to look for hidden fortune. What makes this coin so unique is its condition and scarcity. A standard Washington quarter from 1966 is common, worth only its face value. But a proof origin coin in mint condition? That is a different story entirely. These coins feature crisp edges, sharp details, and reflective surfaces that can only be found in carefully preserved proof sets. Damage or cleaning instantly reduces their value, so collectors treat these coins with the utmost care. Over the decades, many proof sets were lost, broken apart, or forgotten. Some were stored away in safes, others tucked into drawers and envelopes. And yet, despite all this, a very small number of 1966 Washington proof quarters have survived in near-perfect condition, making them extremely valuable. Every new discovery triggers excitement, bidding wars, and headlines in the coin collecting world. Another factor that drives the value of this coin is private market demand. Serious collectors, investors, and numismatists often make quiet deals outside of public auctions. The competition is fierce because the number of high-grade proof coins from 1966 is so limited. Knowledge and timing are everything. Those who understand the coin's significance can make offers that would surprise most people. The design of the Washington quarter itself is iconic. George Washington's portrait has been recognized for decades, but it's the coin's story, age, and scarcity that make this specific 1966 proof quarter extraordinary. Collectors are not buying just a coin, they are buying history, rarity, and a tangible connection to a time long past. Across the United States, treasure hunters, collectors, and everyday Americans are revisiting old coin collections, opening dusty albums, and inspecting envelopes that have not been touched for decades. People who ignored their old proof sets are realizing they could be sitting on a fortune. Every drawer, every coin folder, every inherited collection could hide a coin worth tens of thousands of dollars. Uncertainty only adds to the excitement. No one knows exactly how many proof Washington quarters from 1966 exist in top condition. That scarcity, combined with high collector demand, makes every discovery feel urgent and potentially life-changing. Serious collectors inspect every coin they encounter for authenticity, condition, and proof status. They look for mirror-like surfaces, sharp details, and clean edges. They check mint marks and study history books. For them, every coin is not just money, it's a potential investment that could multiply in value over time. Now comes the moment everyone has been waiting for. For the rare United States of America Washington quarter from 1966, actual proof set coin, preserved in top condition. Serious collector demand and private market activity place its value between $40,000 and $73,400. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Your support helps the channel grow, and the next video might help you discover a hidden treasure you never knew you had. Coin 5. Think about every quarter you've ever spent. The ones jingling in your pocket, lost under the couch cushions, tossed into parking meters without a second thought. Now imagine that one of those quarters could be worth more than most people earn in a year. It looks ordinary. Feels ordinary. But in reality, it is extraordinary, a coin so rare that collectors across the United States are hunting for it like treasure. This is the story of the United States of America Washington quarter from 1968. Not just any quarter, but a rare proof set actual coin. A coin that has become the center of intense collector demand, private market frenzy, and greed that no one could ignore. Most people think that only coins from the early 1900s or rare gold and silver pieces can reach serious value. That's a huge misconception. The 1968 Washington quarter proves that even coins from modern times, even ones that seem ordinary, can hold life-changing worth. Proof set coins are a different world. Unlike circulation coins, proof coins are struck with extreme care. Each detail is sharp, each surface reflective, and the coin is designed to stand out. Over the decades, proof sets were stored carefully, but some escaped into circulation, and a very small number survived in near-perfect condition. It's those rare survivors that make this coin so valuable today. Collectors across the United States are searching constantly. Rare 1968 Washington quarter, valuable U.S. quarters, proof set coins worth money, collectible quarters from the 1960s, rare American coins, Washington quarter proof coin. Every search, every click, every new discovery has fueled a market that has grown quietly but explosively over the years. The 1968 Washington quarter was minted during a fascinating period. The United States Mint was producing coins in massive numbers for everyday use. Yet, proof coins from this year were limited, carefully produced, and designed for collectors. The coin's origin in a proof set makes it significantly more valuable than ordinary quarters. Condition is everything. A circulated 1968 Washington quarter is almost worthless to collectors. But a proof set coin? Its sharp edges, mirror-like surfaces, and perfectly detailed design instantly set it apart. Collectors know that even slight damage or cleaning can dramatically reduce its value. That's why these coins are treated like gold in private collections. Over the years, many proof sets were broken apart, lost, or forgotten. Some were tucked away in drawers, safes, or boxes, untouched for decades. Each time one of these coins is discovered in exceptional condition, it triggers excitement and serious bidding wars among collectors who understand its rarity. Private collectors and investors often operate quietly. Many of the most valuable 1968 Washington proof quarters change hands without ever appearing in public auctions. Deals are negotiated directly, sometimes reaching sums that surprise most people. Those who recognize the coin's true worth have an edge, and that edge can be life-changing. The Washington quarter's design itself is iconic. George Washington's portrait has been familiar to generations of Americans, but the proof set coin from 1968 is more than just currency. It is a collectible piece of history, a symbol of preservation and scarcity. Collectors are not just buying a coin, they are buying a story, a piece of American heritage, and a rare opportunity. Across the United States, treasure hunters, collectors, and ordinary Americans are revisiting old coin collections, inspecting proof sets, and examining envelopes that have not been opened in decades. Many are discovering coins that were once overlooked, now worth tens of thousands of dollars. Every drawer could hide a fortune. Every box could contain a life-changing coin. Uncertainty drives urgency. No one knows exactly how many proof 1968 Washington quarters exist in top condition. Scarcity combined with collector demand creates tension, and that tension drives prices upward. Serious collectors inspect every coin carefully, checking edges, surfaces, and origin. Knowledge is power. Attention to detail can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Every coin has the potential to change everything. One discovery can trigger competition, excitement, and greed across the collecting world. One overlooked coin can suddenly become the centerpiece of a collection worth unimaginable sums. And now comes the part that everyone has been waiting for. For the rare United States of America Washington quarter from 1968, proof set actual coin, preserved in top condition. Serious collector demand and private market activity place its value between $40,000 and $71,400. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Your support helps the channel grow, and the next video you watch could reveal a coin hiding right in front of you that might change everything. Coin 6. Have you ever held a coin in your hand and thought it was worthless, only to later discover it could be worth more than most people make in a year? Imagine that small piece of metal, sitting quietly in a drawer, an old album, or a forgotten box, suddenly becoming the center of attention for collectors across the United States. That is the story of one of the most valuable modern American coins ever made, the Washington quarter from 1977. Not just any quarter, but a rare proof set actual coin that has become the target of collectors, investors, and treasure hunters alike. This is not a story about ancient coins, gold, or silver. This is a story about a modern quarter that quietly holds the kind of value that can make ordinary Americans stop in their tracks. Most people believe that quarters are just everyday change, that they are common and replaceable. That belief has caused generations to overlook hidden fortune. But the 1977 Washington quarter challenges everything you thought you knew. It proves that rarity, preservation, and collector demand can turn something ordinary into something extraordinary. The 1977 Washington quarter was produced at a time when circulation coins were abundant, but proof-set coins were limited and meticulously crafted. Proof coins are struck with polished dies, sharper details, and mirror-like surfaces that set them apart from any circulation coin. These coins are designed to attract collectors, not to spend in change. And for those who have kept them pristine, they have quietly become treasures. Collectors across the United States are searching relentlessly. Rare 1977 Washington quarter, proof-set Washington quarters, valuable U.S. quarters, rare modern coins worth money, collectible 1970s quarters, proof coin value. These searches aren't casual. They're driven by serious interest, by greed, by the hope that someone might already own a coin worth tens of thousands of dollars without realizing it. What makes the 1977 Washington quarter so valuable is its condition and scarcity. A regular circulated quarter from that year is worth only face value. But a proof-set coin, preserved in flawless condition, has sharp edges, reflective surfaces, and details so crisp that experts instantly recognize its value. Even a small scratch or cleaning mistake can destroy the premium value, which is why collectors treat these coins like fragile treasures. Over the decades, proof sets were often forgotten, broken apart, or lost. Some were tucked into old albums, envelopes, or drawers, untouched for decades. The coins that survived in perfect condition are extremely rare. Every discovery sparks excitement and competition among collectors, private investors, and numismatists. Many high-value transactions for the 1977 Washington quarter happen quietly, outside public auctions. Private collectors negotiate directly, and prices often reach numbers that most people would find shocking. Knowledge of the coin's history, condition, and origin gives collectors a serious edge. Timing, research, and attention to detail are everything. The design itself has remained iconic. George Washington's portrait has been recognized for generations, but the proof-set coin from 1977 is more than a design. It is history. It is preservation. It is scarcity, beauty, and opportunity all in one. Collectors aren't buying just metal, they're buying a story, a legacy, and a chance at something extraordinary. Across the United States, old collections are being re-examined. People are opening long-forgotten albums, inspecting proof sets, and carefully checking coins that have sat untouched for decades. Many are discovering that ordinary-looking coins could be hiding extraordinary value. One overlooked quarter could completely change someone's financial reality. Uncertainty drives the greed. No one knows exactly how many 1977 Washington proof quarters exist in top condition. Scarcity, combined with collector demand, creates urgency. Serious collectors study every coin carefully, checking edges, surfaces, and proof quality. Knowledge and careful inspection can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Every coin has potential. One discovery can spark competition, excitement, and greed. One coin can become the centerpiece of a collection worth more than most people ever imagined. Now comes the moment that everyone has been waiting for. For the rare United States of America Washington quarter from 1977, proof-set actual coin, preserved in top condition, with strong collector demand and private market interest. Its value is between $40,000 and $61,400. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Your support helps the channel grow, and the next video might help you discover a coin hiding in plain sight that could change everything. Coin 7. Most people toss quarters without a second thought. They jingle in pockets, get lost in couch cushions, or sit unnoticed in drawers for years. But what if I told you that one quarter, a single Washington quarter from 1978, could quietly be worth more than most Americans earn in months, or even a year? That small coin could hold a fortune for someone patient enough to recognize it. This is the story of the United States of America Washington quarter from 1978. Not just any quarter, but a rare proof set actual coin that has become the target of collectors, investors, and serious numismatists across the United States. A coin that proves modern quarters, when preserved perfectly, can hold extraordinary value. Most people think rarity only comes from age, gold, or silver. That assumption has caused countless missed opportunities. The 1978 Washington quarter shatters that misconception. Despite being a modern coin, proof set examples of this quarter have become highly coveted because of their scarcity, condition, and collector demand. Proof set coins are in a league of their own. Unlike circulation coins, they are struck using polished dies, with extra care, mirror-like surfaces, and incredibly sharp details. These coins were made for collectors, not for spending. Over time, only a tiny fraction of these proof sets survived in perfect condition. That fraction is now the focus of intense collector attention. Across the United States, people are searching for this coin more than ever. Rare 1978 Washington quarter, proof set Washington quarters, collectible 1970s quarters, valuable U.S. quarters, proof coin value, rare modern American coins. These searches are driven by curiosity, greed, and the fear that someone might already own a fortune without realizing it. What makes the 1978 Washington quarter so valuable is its condition. A circulated coin from this year is almost worthless. But a proof set coin preserved in mint condition has crisp edges, flawless reflective surfaces, and details so sharp they stand out immediately to any collector. Even a slight scratch or cleaning error can dramatically reduce the value. That's why collectors treat these coins like treasure. Over decades, many proof sets were lost, broken apart, or forgotten. Some were tucked into drawers, albums, or boxes, untouched for years. Those that survived in perfect condition are extremely rare. Each discovery triggers excitement, bidding wars, and private transactions that most people never hear about. Private collectors often operate quietly. Many of the most valuable 1978 Washington proof quarters are bought and sold directly, without appearing in public auctions. Prices in these private deals often surprise people who assume a modern quarter could never reach tens of thousands of dollars. Knowledge, timing, and careful inspection can make all the difference. The design of the Washington quarter is iconic, featuring George Washington's portrait, but the proof set coin from 1978 carries more than just design. It carries history, scarcity, and opportunity. Collectors don't just see a coin, they see potential. They see a tangible piece of American heritage that could change a collection or even a life. Across the United States, old collections are being revisited. People are opening proof sets, inspecting albums, and carefully examining coins that have sat untouched for decades. Many are discovering that ordinary-looking coins may hold extraordinary value. One coin, overlooked for years, could become someone's most prized possession overnight. Uncertainty drives collector greed. No one knows exactly how many 1978 Washington proof quarters exist in flawless condition. Scarcity combined with collector demand creates urgency. Serious collectors study every coin, checking edges, surfaces, and proof quality, because knowledge and attention to detail can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Every coin has the potential to change everything. One discovery can trigger excitement, competition, and greed in the collector world. One coin can become the centerpiece of a collection worth far more than most people ever imagined. Now comes the moment that everyone has been waiting for. For the rare United States of America Washington quarter from 1978, proof set actual coin, preserved in top condition, with strong collector demand and private market interest. Its value is between $40,000 and $57,400. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Your support helps the channel grow, and the next video might help you discover a coin hiding in plain sight that could change everything.